Hello everyone, and welcome to Devstream number 4. I am super excited because today is a wombo combo. Not only do we have the Devstream, but we also will be unveiling Heartland Horrors. So you guys submitted, and we've been teasing it for a while. I think you guys probably saw something that looked like this. And today, not only do you get to see what it looks like, but you also get to fight it. So first things first, we want to take a look at what is going on this week with the Zenith. For those who don't know, the Zenith is this influence of the signs button down here. Basically, every week, you guys are going in there and you're taking out hard mode bosses. And depending on how many of that boss that you've killed that week, it's moving up and down on this ranking. So, let's get this guy out of the way. It's moving up and down this ranking. And so if it's at the top, that is the buff that will go into effect for that week. So last week, you guys clearly killed a lot of the Gorgon. And so this week, you guys are going to be getting a rare Ancestral Legacy chance buff. So get out there, make it as far as you can, slay some baddies, and you have a good chance of getting some special rare Ancestral Legacies. Looks like right now the Hydra, the Mirage Hunter, the Gorgon, and the Shaman are all doing really, really well, so it'll be exciting to see how they fare. You can see the Shaman was really close to also making it over last week's threshold. We can have up to 2 buffs going at the same time, so let's see if we can make that happen. That would be pretty cool. All right. Now that we know what's going on in the Heartlands, I think we can pop in and take a look at Heartland Horrors, am I right? So, I feel like I need to make a new character that is appropriate for Heartland Horrors this week. So we definitely want to go the spooky angle. Let's just make a new one here. So can you guys give me a spooky character name that you think would be appropriate for taking down the Boreal Shaman, which, for those who aren't in the know, it's just a bird with giant, giant arms. I'll let you guys submit a few character names. Spooky Boy, Gatling Gull. Those are both good options. McSpookster, ooh, that one's good. All right. Trying to pick between those. There's something, oh, Fred. Okay, that's the scariest one so far. We're calling it Fred. All right. Now we need to pick a spooky class. Which one of our 6 classes do you guys think is the spookiest? I don't care which one I play. I like them all, so I'll let you guys pick. Druid, yes. Spirits, oh, you guys all agree the druid is spooky. He turns into a bear. That's pretty scary, especially if you're in the steak, like meat shield skin, then he's even scarier, so we'll grab the druid. I wonder if there's any kind of like spooky legacies that we can pick, right? Maybe something, maybe something with a lot of crit chance. Could be kind of scary. Or, oh, the skull is scary though. Let's see if we can get some bonuses that have kill in them. That's scary. That's very scary. Perfect. Oh, we've got a lot to choose from too. Oh, yes. Excellent. And there are 4 available, so I'm going to grab these 4. Oh, it looks like that one's... Oh, here we go. Perfect. So I just kind of grab these willy-nilly. Let's see what these are actually going to do. We'll be recovering a little extra health. We have a chance of getting a movement speed buff, so we'll be spooky and speedy. Try saying that 5 times fast. Some more energy. And cross-pattern explosion. So that seems appropriate. I like it. Okay, duh, the scariest skin is the ancestral spirit skin. We have to pick that one, so let's go ahead and purchase that one. Wonderful. Fred is gonna look so good. There he is. Very scary. Hello, Dark. I see you in chat. Oh, man. Look at all these people here waiting to do some slaying. All right. I gotta do the proper intro. James, can you hit the lights for me? I'm so sorry, guys. It's so corny, but I think it's funny. There's a chill in the air as the howls and wails of Chimera float over the Heartland's deserted hills. Oh, he's making it even darker. Okay, don't get too scared. Something stirs from deep within the trees. Perhaps the Heartland isn't so deserted after all. Survive by presents Heartland Horrors. You guys have submitted the world's scariest horror, a bird with arms. Thank you, that's been great. Wonderful. We'll get these lights turned back on so you guys don't get too scared. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, one more time. This is what you guys have seen before. Now, before I actually spawn it into the world, I thought it might be fun to show you guys the big reveal by actually showing it to you inside like our sprite sheet, so you guys can take a look at how we make these creatures. So if the folks waiting to do some slaying can be patient, it'll just be a moment. Let's move over to my desktop. Whoop. Can you guys see this? Wonderful. So, this is the Boreal Shaman, of course. We know him, we love him. He's our bear friend, and he lives in Frozen Haven. And the concept was to combine him with this snowy owl. Let me zoom in on that. Enhance, enhance. Perfect. Okay. So, here's our owl. And you guys thought, let's smush these two boys together, and I could not agree more. So we actually use Photoshop to do like the pixel arting. The Frankenstein lab happens in Photoshop. So here's the final result. This is him in all of his glory. Once again, if you think that he's absolutely hideous, don't worry, I did this, not our artists. So you can send your hate mail to bestpixelartever@gmail.com. That's not a real email address, please don't email that person. So here it is. Now you can see up at the top, let me maybe grab a bigger cursor so it shows up. Yeah, whoa, okay, too big. So this top row here, that's going to be kind of like his idle animation. So when we're not slapping him around, that's what he's going to be doing. And right here, this is his like big smashy fist animation. So normally the bird, let's go back. The bird's animation on this sprite sheet, he kind of like swoops down and like attacks you. So I was trying to think, like, with giant arms, how would that work? And his arms are like so like long and draggy. There's just no way that I was going to be able to have like them move below the ground, because you can see this like shadow here. This is supposed to be the ground, right? So instead, I shortened him up a little bit, and then it starts off with a big punch and he comes down. So once this beautiful creation was made, this was exported into another program that we use, which is Pixel Edit. So it's pretty cheap, I believe, if it isn't free. But this is where we create our animations. So actually I'll delete this so we can start from the beginning. Up here, I import the sprite sheet, I make sure that everything's the right tile size, and I start creating animations. So go down here, we can call this one like hanging out. Perfect. And you can see here, he's just doing a casual punch while he flies. And let's see what his big slappy move looks like. Scary, scary fists. That's gonna look something like that. So you can see he's slapping the ground. How does he fly? The power of spooky magic. You'll notice that his arm or his wings have been replaced entirely by arms. So I just like to think that it's the scary magic of the Heartlands that carries him around. And of course, you guys can see here too. These are little like jibs that he explodes into when we take him down. So obviously we'll be seeing that ourselves in a few minutes when we like destroy him, of course. But one thing that I have to admit I'm a little excited about is I didn't want him to lose like all of the Boreal Shaman's charm. So you can see there's some, let me make this tinier again, very tiny ears. He has bare ears. And he also has the Boreal Shaman's gem, power gem, whatever we're calling this. So yeah, he's got a little bit of everything. And that's that. Very nice. So I have an exciting new contest to propose to you guys. First, we're going to do it together on stream, and then I invite all of you to go home and try it out for yourselves. Let's go back to the game. All right, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I want to see your best Boreal Shaman costumes. I love making like low budget costumes, like just really bad cosplays. I think it's super fun. It's kind of funny. It's not something you have to take too seriously. So keeping in mind the image of the Boreal Shaman, I'm gonna create my own on stream, and it's gonna be beautiful. Actually, let's pull that reference back up. Yeah, we have to make sure that we get this right. It's gotta look good. Okay. So, the idea with this ridiculous costume creation, by the way, is I want you guys to do this at home. If you're a little camera shy and you don't want to take a picture of yourself looking absolutely ridiculous, I don't blame you for a second. I have no shame, so I don't mind doing this, but I understand if you don't want to, you can like put it on a pet or a stuffed animal or something. I don't care, as long as I get the idea that you made this at home. And just post the picture to our key drawing forge key giveaway thread on the general discussion section of the forums. and I'm going to be grabbing everyone who posts their photo to that forum and putting all of you in your own like miniature key drawing. So if you're watching this stream and you don't have a key yet, good news, you could totally win one. If you already have a key and you're already in the game, I'll let you pick. You can either ask for a key to give away to a friend, or I will give you like a bunch of Forge of Corruption keys, because that is one of the new things that we changed and revised this week. So I'll be going over that in a minute. But first things first, my materials that I will be using today: computer paper, half ripped, 3 markers I found next to a garbage can, Scotch tape, stolen from a coworker. I'm sorry, James. And a pair of scissors. So you can find these anywhere, your local craft store, your junk drawer. I'll leave it to you. First, we're gonna need to create those beautiful bear ears. So I'm just gonna cut some ears out of paper. You're gonna wanna leave a little extra space so you can fold these bad boys over. I'm gonna use my blue marker to do a little optional shading, you know, kind of an artiste, gotta make it look really good. So we'll add like a little fluffiness around the edges, pop some of that in there. I know, you guys are like shaking with anticipation. You're like, wow, what is this cosplay magic happening off screen? Don't worry. Here's my ear. Now I'm gonna try and replicate this masterpiece one more time, because of course bears have 2 ears. In case you guys are wondering, by the way, this is something that I want to do for all of our Heartland Horrors. I like the idea that, like, because it's a Heartland Horror, it's spooky, kind of gets me thinking about like Halloween and Halloween costumes, and so it's just something weird we can do to celebrate together. So there will be more opportunities to win if you don't make it this time. So keep that in mind when you're submitting your ideas too, that this could be like something that you're gonna have to create at some point. By the way, I don't know how you guys want to fasten these to yourself, your pets, your friends, but I'm just gonna be taping it straight onto my head. So it's gonna look good is what I'm trying to say. Wonderful. And I've got my ears. I folded them over so I have a little tapey space. I'm gonna take my coworker's tape and reinforce the back of these things. This is gonna be so weird because like I'm just gonna have to use my camera as a mirror, but I can tell that looks really good. Yep, wonderful. There we go. That's right, the Grabe. You guys love that item. Grabe is a real person, so that that item is like our default that we just kind of stick in there when we don't have art for something yet. I bet Grabe would love to come on stream sometime. You guys can see what he actually looks like in real life. That'd be pretty cool. Great. So there's my boreal ears. I'm already looking pretty legit. Finally, because I don't want to make this too complicated, we got a lot of content to cover today. Of course, we have to make the gem because that's where all this power comes from. So I'm going to cut a diamond out of this paper. Get my marker on. Of course, that is a green gem. Let's color that thing in. Boop, 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 boop. It's got kind of like a little bit of a shadow below it, so we'll have to kind of fill that in. Don't worry, you'll get to see this masterpiece in just a second. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Oh my gosh, my lines are so crooked. I bet you guys will do a lot better than this. And here is my magic gem. So I'm lucky to have bangs because I don't have to actually tape this onto my forehead. One of the many benefits, of course. That looks so good. You're welcome. Here it is. Inspiration for you. That's it. Those are the only 2 steps. Of course, if you really want to look like the Boreal Shaman, you're going to need the arms. And I've been working out for 5 whole minutes, and you can already see my progress. Giant arms, giant muscles, huge, scary, ready for some slapping. I think we're ready to get in there and actually take this guy on ourselves now that we're looking fantastic. Let me switch back over. Wonderful. Thanks for being patient, Heartland friends. It's time for the shaman. Now, I wonder... Uh-oh. Why is my chat not looking like I'm a GM? Let me try this out. Yes, okay, good. I have my powers, that's what matters. Go back out of God mode. Great. Here we go. So, friends in the tower, now that we're looking fantastic, follow me to the south. And let's get this thing going. If y'all want to meet me, like, right over here by the tower steps. I'm gonna wait just a second. Meet me here. I'll give him just a minute. This is gonna be so good. So if you guys have been in some of our other like Play with the Devs events, this is going to be very similar. It's going to be like an overworld boss, and so he's going to have a lot of health. He's not going to drop anything, but it'll take us a little bit for all of us to take him down. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Spawn Boreal. There he is. He's beautiful. And we took him down so fast. Okay, we need more. Let me see. Can I like copy and paste out of here? Yeah. We can like, yeah, we can have a few going at once. This will be fine. Do we need some more, right? We need some more owls. I don't want to go like too hard in the paint. I mean, there's a lot of us. These owls aren't that strong. We'll throw a few more into the Heartlands here. Hundreds. I don't know if I could put hundreds in here. Let's start with like maybe 3 or 4. That's probably enough. You'll notice that our Heartland Horror has the dialogue of our Boreal Shaman. I'm thinking maybe in the future it would be fun if we like, you guys could submit what dialogue you wanted it to say too, because then, I don't know, that could be kind of funny. Like for the Boreal Shaman, that would be pretty great if like all of his dialogue was like, give me a hug, or something about being punchy. I don't know. It could be a pun. You know we love puns. These guys are just getting melted. They're just, all right. Let's go for a fireworks finale. If you guys aren't interested in like 10 owls, run for cover. All right, let's weed out the people who don't want their characters to die. They seem willing. All right. 10 owls it is. 100. I'm just gonna, yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a lot of owls. There's so much slapping going on right now. Oh my gosh. They're just like, they're just flying all over each other. Holy cow. We decimated them though. Look at all these like little owl parts. We can't do 100. Otherwise the servers would like explode. And that would be a different type of horror for the day, so. Okay. You know what I think it's time for? Key giveaways. You could say this fight is a hoot. Yeah, see? You guys could come up with so much like funny dialogue. That would be awesome. Okay. Key time. So I have a magical key picker. We're going to be trying it for the first time today. I'm excited. Let's see how this goes. All right. Ready? Who's it going to be? Who's going to win a key? It's going to be... is it going to pick one? This is so much like... anticipation. Okay. It's just gonna go. Oh, we got one. AYZ47. If you are here, I will whisper a key to you in a minute. Please stick around until the end. That would make my life so much easier if I could just send those to you as soon as this thing is over. So we'll send those out at 5. But AYZ47, you're a real one. Thanks for joining us. Key for you, key for your friend. Do what you gotta do. All right. Let's take that off of there. So we have so much stuff to cover today. We have one more thing for Heartland Horrors. I'll give these guys one more owl. Just because, there we go. One more. Farewell, sweet prince. Thanks, guys. All right. Very, very good. Yes, this is much easier than just slapping the key into chat. I appreciate that. So if you liked the Boreal Shaman and this whole creative process, you can go submit your own Heartland Horror. So we've reopened submissions. That is also going to be on the general discussions forum. So just go over there. Tell me what you want to see. Remember, it can't be like a totally original creature idea unless... Okay, basically, just find creatures that are already in the game, pull things that you want to like slap together and stick them together. So like if we don't have... I don't know, we don't have a unicorn in the game, so like the Heartland Horror can't be a unicorn, but if you really wanted a unicorn, you could find some creatures that kind of look like a unicorn, and like I could change the color and everything else and kind of try and make it look like one. You follow what I'm saying? So just throw those in there. I think it might be fun too, if you guys are interested, we could maybe do like the actual creation of the Heartland Horror on a different stream. Do you guys want to see that? Let me know if that sounds like something that would be cool. Because yeah, I don't know if we would do it on our regular like Wednesday streams because we tend to like keep these more update focused, but if you guys are open to like a Friday stream or something like that, that would be pretty cool. I could show you guys how it's done. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Put it in Twitch chat, message me directly, cheer on the forum, whatever you gotta do. Yes, hello W Greats. Loving the Corgi. It was great meeting you at TennoCon. Hello, hello. Okay, so I actually meant to show you guys this earlier, but I'm going to show it to you now. The final piece of Heartland Horrors. So if you're embarrassed about posting a photo of you wearing this fantastic getup onto the forums, I just want you guys to know you don't need to be embarrassed, because I'm going to show you guys some really embarrassing pictures of me in different fandom costumes. Ready? Here we go. You guys, seriously, you can't be embarrassed after this, all right? Someone's going to, like, clip this part of the stream. I'm ready for it. Harry Potter. Circa maybe 2009. So there we go. Don't feel bad. And now it's gone. And here's one more. Ready? Left shark. There we go. It's embarrassing. It's fantastic. We're all in this together. We're all just having fun. So there it goes. They're hideous, they're beautiful, and now they're gone. Let's move on. So next on the battle plan, we have the updated tutorial and the updated Forge of Corruption. So let's go check out that tutorial. I don't think we've ever actually played the tutorial on stream before. There's a glitch with recovery. Yes, that's one more thing I wanted to mention. So vault recovery stuff, that is something that we're actively working on and looking at getting a fix in like today for. So it will involve like kind of resetting what those vaults looked like early this morning. So you might lose like some things that you have earned or put into it from like this morning on. But we figured that was probably better than like losing things completely. So I would personally recommend holding off on buying anything right now, and then that fix will go live later. So don't worry, your stuff is still there, but we'll keep you updated on that. Okay, here we go. Let's tutorial it up. Oh, pressed exit instead of main menu. Rookie mistake. Bear with me. Get it? Bear with me. Oh, yes. Don't worry, guys. I knew you were going to distribute those images. I wouldn't show it to you unless I was sort of okay with it, like, appearing somewhere else. Yes, I do believe W Greats. That song is so catchy. From TennoCon, We All Live Together. I've been, like, listening to that so much since I got home. It's a really good song. It's a really, really good song. Okay, so down here, I'm gonna grab this tutorial. Let me pull up the patch notes for you guys, so we can chat more in depth about some of these new bits here. All right, so yes, so our biggest changes to the tutorial this week, we have the speech bubbles will stick around a little bit longer. I know some people have talked about like it's hard to finish reading things before it moves forward, or it's hard to remember what you're supposed to be doing because the speech bubble disappears. Those are going to stick around longer. After you do this for the first time, you're going to get 200 Valor awarded to you, so upgrade those ancestral legacies. And now you'll get an amulet for completing the tutorial that you can pass along to your kin. So that's basically it. There's a few other like tiny tweaks that won't be quite as noticeable, but let's hop in there. If you guys haven't played this before, this is sort of like the, I don't know, the prequel to Survive By. This is like when everything was first happening, this like cataclysmic event, and everyone is still fighting against it, and they hadn't been like completely overtaken by Fury and Chimera yet. So just greeting our little Harbinger friend, learning how to move around, of course. These guys are freaking out. They are not happy about the fact that their home is being attacked, reasonably so. Chat with the captain of the guard. You'll notice these guys got some updated art. I think it was a couple weeks ago. They've got kind of more of like a medieval thing going on now. I love it. I think it looks really cool. And I'm here to help out the people who are here. Chat with this guy, archery instructor. We know how it's done. We're like Survive By experts at this point. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This guy, he doesn't want to help out. All of his other friends are running around like, ah, like just over to the right, and then this guy's just like, no worries, man. Which one would you be during the apocalypse? Tag yourself. Would you be a chill guy, or would you be scared guy? I'd be scared guy for sure. Let's head back over here. Oh. Gotta, yeah, use our special on those. Let's move over here. I love like the soft glow that kind of comes off of our lanterns. It just adds so much. Like, I feel like whenever you take Pixel and you just put like just any sort of lighting on it, it just like completely transforms it. Like, it just looks so warm there. This fire too. Ah, this guy, he's chill too. He's like, I'm gonna, oh, there we go. No. We're the ones who scared him. Harvest some of these resources. For first-time players or people who haven't played it before, there are things that you can destroy in the world to get resources from, but typically you're going to be getting these things from the creatures in the game. He's too lazy to run around. Yeah, I totally understand that. I'd be like, oh, okay, guys, like, just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean I have to run, right? Like, that's asking a lot. I don't know about that. Great, we're gonna go give this to the quartermaster over here. This art is updated as well. Before, I believe he was like a little wizard guy, which is pretty cool. I believe that the wizard that he was originally was supposed to be one of our character classes, if I remember right. But in any case, he's been updated and he's looking pretty fly. He's got this gift. This is that amulet that now I get to keep and give to my next of kin. Equip that one. Run back over to the gate. It's just hanging out. I don't know what all the fuss is over. Surely this is all just a misunderstanding. So yeah, like maybe they just don't even get it. What's all the hubbub about? Alright, they're out there and they're coming. We need to find out what we know and report back to them. Seems reasonable. The Chimera and their bugs move too fast. We thought that we could save our homes, but we were wrong. Yep, things did not go well for them, as we're about to see here. Everyone is substantially less chill, you'll notice. There are no people just like anymore. It's like total chaos. Oh yeah, there we go. It's funny, so you've always, like, the purpose at this point in the tutorial is you were supposed to die, and that's, like, always been the plan. But there are some players who are, like, super good, where even though things, like, ramp up substantially, they were able to survive this for a really long time, or they'd, like, oh man, or they'd hide in, like, oh, ouch. They'd hide in little areas, and they wouldn't get hit, and they'd be like, man, like, this tutorial lasts forever. So we really amped up the difficulty on that, and now we have, like, these fury that'll come over and just decimate you no matter what. So that's our tutorial if you haven't played that before. And it kind of sets you up for how the rest of the game is going to work. Of course, you're passing things on to your ancestors, you're dying, you're getting stronger each time until I can even stand against a god, or a terrifying bird with bear arms. I'll mark that for kin. That's our new feature, and we're gonna get some valor. And you do get tutorial ancestral legacies from doing that as well, so these are not very good compared to some of the other ones I have, just because I've been playing for a little bit, as you guys can imagine. Let's just take some of these out. Oh, I'm upgrading these. Oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, this is great. This is fine. All right, moving on. So now it is time to take a look at the Forge. I am very excited. We've made a lot of changes to Forge of Corruption, the way that the creatures within the dungeon work, of course how the Locust works as well. There was a bug where before, if you weren't tethered to him anymore, and you like moved out of the room because he chickened out and he was a little bit too much for you, he would become like invincible. So that is something we are also aware of and fixing. So no worries, if you can't take down the Locust, it's fine. You're fine. The Locust is a tier 5 boss, so we are going to want to slap some XP on old Fred. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I'm strong enough right now to go up against him. 10? Yeah, I don't know. I'll do a few more. 12. Yeah, that feels good. Cool. Okay. And I'll put myself to tier 5 so that we are at the right spot. Got this shiny war ring. This armor is super cool. kind of like that like pinky undertone. If you guys aren't familiar, of course, your armor, your weapons, everything is going to kind of be different across classes and tiers and things like that, depending on if you're, depending on which class you're playing. So if your tier 5 build doesn't look like this, that's normal and fine. Hello, friends. All right, so I'm going to use my magical powers to teleport myself into the dungeon. Do we want to teleport? Yeah, we'll teleport. We'll teleport. I believe it's dungeon 14. If I'm wrong, we're just going to be taking a little tour. Perfect. Excellent. We are in the Forge of Corruption. I'm very, very excited. Grabbing those patch notes one more time. We've changed the layout of the forge, so we've taken some of the like larger pieces that were in there. So like this is like large-ish, but there's pieces that are bigger than this, and we've kind of clustered them into like resin pools so that they aren't in your way anymore when you're running around. We also want to make sure that that gives you more space, and it also gives the enemies more space, and they can kind of like spawn and crowd in and contribute to that bullet hell madness that we all love. And we've also adjusted the enemies that are in the forge. So we took out the dirt anima and the dirt cyclone. They are gone. They just weren't really fitting well with what we wanted for the dungeon, and we've replaced them with these like gooey resin covered golems, some defenders, and some new loaders that we've put in here. So let's check it out. Ooh. Was that me? Was that my Ricochet, like, Ancestral Legacy? I think it was. I'm a bear. That's what it looks like. These resin-colored golems are so cool. Okay, here we go. Perfect example. So once again, those are some of our like larger elements that you can see now are going to be in the resin pools. Not in your way. Oh. No, let me live. No, let me alone. Okay, we're going to want some additional energy so we can piece the heck out of here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Leave me alone. Okay. Not even close. That wasn't a sticky situation at all. Get it? 'Cause there's all the rosin. It's probably kind of sticky, right? Alright, I want to know, Twitch viewers, what do you guys think that the resin feels like? Like, if you touched it, what do you imagine it feeling like? Do you think it would be sticky, like kind of like a honey texture? Maybe more like a mustard? I just want to know. Tree sap? Yeah, it's probably like sticky and gooey. That's what I would imagine it feeling like. Especially because it's resin, it's in the world tree, it makes sense. I was just curious. Maybe you had a different creative vision, perhaps, than we intended. Glad to see we're all on the same page. This is definitely one of my favorite dungeons. I really love this one, and I love Spawning Nest. Because like I was saying before, it's like once you throw that glow onto these pixel sprites, it just like warms them up so much, and they just look so like alive. It's so cool. Going back towards the door. Looks like it might have been down here. I'm eager to show you guys the locust. Oh my gosh, this guy's like running circles around me. It's like painted into a circle there by his spooky goo. How many of you guys in Twitch chat have beat the locust or like gone up against the locust so far? I know even before the changes, he was like one of the community's like favorite bosses, just because he's a little bit different. He's like more stationary, and so like the play style was kind of different. So I was just curious, like, how many of you guys have tried him out since we changed him, and what you think. I want to know that too. That would be great. Grab some health regen because this is about to get hairy and scary. There's a whole bunch of them with low XP that I just can't quite polish off here. Oh, mercy. Oh, can I get through here? Yeah. Okay. Go back out and heal. Looks like maybe over to the left. Beaten it about 30 times. Holy cow. That is awesome. You're like the Locust Master. I appreciate that. That would be kind of like a fun title to add. Like something if you've just like killed the same boss like a bajillion times. To give you something special for that. I'm just not going to take out all those guys. I'd rather not die right now. I've got to make it to the Locust first. Oh boy. Okay, this was out of the frying pan and into the fire, I think. Rip. Rip in pieces. Please pay respects and chat. Once again, that is E to pay respects and survive by. Moving on. Now we're gonna have to make a new spooky boy. Or girl, of course. Kind of legacies that we earn. Energetic response. Harbinger Master. That's fun. I love the Harbinger. That's like probably my most played class. And Vampiric. Yes, which is my favorite type of card. Just gonna pop that one up a little bit. Thank you all. That's a lot of respect in chat. I appreciate that. I know traditionally is F to pay respect, but I feel like the E versus F to pay respect is going to kind of become like the distinction between is it GIF or is it GIF? Like, it might be a little controversial, but you guys will catch on eventually. It's E to pay respect. That's what's up. Let's hop back in there. So now that we're not doing Heartland Horrors anymore, we can name it whatever you want. So pick a name, give me something cool. It doesn't have to be scary, and it doesn't even have to be Fred. So just let me know what you want me to name this new warrior. Give me a cool name. Otherwise, oh, Grabinator. He would like that. I don't know if he tunes in or not. He's always working pretty hard, but I bet he'd love that if he did see it. Freddy. Another good choice. We just played with a Fred. Bob. What if I combine all of your good ideas into Grob? Grob, and then let's try and get Grobby. So that is going to be Grabe, Bob, and Freddy. You're welcome for this hideous mashup of a name. That was kind of a Heartland Horror name, I would argue. What class you want to go with? I'm up for anything. If I don't hear back soon, I'm going to pick the Harbinger because that's my favorite. Sentinel? Okay. I haven't played the Sentinel in quite a while, so let's pick him. Let's see if I have any good oh my gosh, Sentinel related cards. And I've got, conveniently I have 4, so that's pretty good. Excuse me. Oh no. All right. Let's look elsewhere. So Sentinel is our tanky healing class. So let's see. Oh, Heath. That's great. Let's see if we have anything. Go through this set here. There we go. Okay. A lot of health restoring things. Let's grab some of our better cards here. Grab that one. And this one. And we got 2 set bonuses out of this. That's pretty cool. You can tell if you're about to get a set bonus or not based on if they're matching icons in the lower left side of these Ancestral Legacies. So we've got 2 hearts. That gives us health. And we've got 2 of these little daggers. And so that's going to give us a little edge up on our Sentinel. Very, very nice. I haven't unlocked any of these skins yet. So which one? They all look really cool. Of course, I'm always prone to the bacon because bacon is always funny. Not as funny as the hot dog, but like still pretty funny. Bacon? All right, of course. Oops, yeah, I gotta buy that thing first. Cash money. Grobby. Here he is. Fantastic in all of his glory. Let's go back into that dungeon and see if we can't beat it before the stream is up. All right. Go to /14. Awesome. Relix is sharing his druid setup. That's pretty cool. I would love to see if you guys could start submitting some of your favorite builds. That would be a really fun like forums thread. I would love to read that, and then we could try some of them out on stream. Uh-oh, looks like I'm a little under leveled here. Uh-oh. No! Give me a chance. But yeah, that would be super cool. That is definitely something I'd be interested in seeing. And then maybe we could try some of those out on the dev streams. Still feels like I'm supposed to be bigger. Got their little skull above their heads. Oh, I haven't given myself appropriate armor. So we're gonna want to be tier 5. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now I'll actually start doing some damage here. Oh, they're so fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just like run through this thing. Like full marathon sprint. See if I can try and get past these guys. Oh, no, let me live. Get past these guys and make it to the locust. And if I die, this is probably a really terrible strategy. Yeah, it's a terrible strategy. If I die, I have a way that I can just teleport myself there. E to pay respects. Once again, we're gonna make this a faster process, so I'm just gonna pick these. Load it up. Hop back in. I'm gonna call this one Locust Slayer, because that's what we're gonna do. Gonna grab that Harbinger, my favorite. Get some appropriate legacies. Wonderful. And maybe let's get some like crit chance kind of stuff. That's always good. Oh, I just saw a really good one for Harbinger. There we go. Oh no, I'm gonna replace this one. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good hand. So I'm gonna increase my critical hit and damage by 5%, and then the cost of my secondary is gonna be reduced by 30%. That is so much. Wonderful. We need the hot dog. We're calling in reinforcements here. The big guns, the big hot dog. That's us. All right. Actually, I might just be able to. Perfect. That gets me right where I need to go. Check out that inventory. Looking good. Oops. We're just gonna go straight to the locust's lair. Ooh, rapid fire. Rapid fire might have been really good for this build, actually. Maybe next time. We have some creeping developers out there. All right, wonderful. We are in the crucible of corruption. Let's hop in. Oh, they're just peeking over the top of this. Oh my gosh. There's some goofy people in our office. Actually, it looks like Grabe. Let me see if it is Grabe. Then you guys can meet him. We'll get him in here next time. He ran away. He went stealth mode. All right, time to take on the locust. Oh, there he is. There he is, the man himself. Come on stream. They need to see you.
Ooh. Oh, no.
All right, so this is Grabe. Let's make sure you're...
I can't see you. Hi.
The man, the legend, the placeholder sprite.
Oh, there. Hi.
You have a lot of fans in the Survive By community. They love that sprite of you that gets put into the game. So
I am a fan of them as I listen and read, or I read all their comments mostly when I watch you guys stream. So hi all. Hope you're having fun. That game is crazy, ain't it? Like, it's insane. There's so many things that kill you.
Well, we're about to take on the locust, which is totally gonna kill probably me. So.
All right, I gotta get back to making more deity stuff.
He's gonna make some more art for the game. Bye, Grabe. Good stuff. Very good. All right, so as we're blowing up these little resin pods, you can see they're exploding into some sort of a area of denial resin on the ground. And there he is. The scariest bug in the game, the locust. So before you can take on actually attacking him, you have to take out his legs on either side. So this is where I was talking about you don't want to lose your leash too much once you start attacking him until we get the fix in, because potentially there could be issues where the locust himself is just like totally invincible. So you're going to want to get rid of those pods, even though they explode into things that hurt you, because once his little minions start running through them, they get like super powered and are going to do a lot more to you, so you're going to want to get those out of the way. Or you can leave them. I mean, if you want to go hard mode, like, go for it. Which, by the way, of course, like every other dungeon in the game, there is coincidentally an actual hard mode version of this dungeon, so I invite you to try that out as well. Hope we can take out these legs soon. This guy hurts. I'm doing quite a bit of damage against him. I have confidence. We'll be able to take him out. We have time. Get in there. Oh, okay, we got rid of one half of his legs. Let me see how these are. Oh, they're gone. Oh, that might be that invincibility thing I was telling you about. I bet when we went to go let Grabe in, I bet he went invincible. So that's something that will be fixed soon. So no worries if you're running into this. It's not a big deal. But that's it. That's the locust. I invite all of you to take him on. I'm excited to see how many of you guys can kill him in the hard mode dungeons to try and influence the signs. Get that zenith buff going on. Let's go back out to the main menu. So, yes. We'll get a bloodstone bonus buff if we take out the locust enough times. So that's actually pretty solid. That's definitely a good one. So I encourage all of you to try and take on as many hard mode locusts as you can. Of course, once we get things fixed, which will be soon. I have one more final announcement before we conclude this week's developer stream. Of course, thank you all for joining me. We're trying to put out a new forums post every week where we are asking for like very focused, specific feedback on things that are going to be going in soon. So things that we already know are going to be happening, and we want you guys to try and help us like narrow down what that thing is going to look like or influence it. Influence the science. So this week, we want to know, what are your favorite affixes? Now, I can't tell you yet why that will be used or where it will be used, but just based on the affixes that are in the game, let us know on the forums. There's a thread for it. Comment in there and tell us what your favorites are, and it will help us make some cool decisions down the line. So, one more time, let's review everything that has happened in this Boreal-filled stream. 1, submit that Heartland Horror, please, to the forums. I want to see what you guys have got, and then we can make that thing on stream. That would be super fun. 2, please make a beautiful costume of your own and submit that thing to our contest forum, and you'll have a chance of winning a Survive by key, and you'll also have a chance of winning a bunch of Forge of Corruption keys. And finally, please go let us know what your favorite affixes are. Now, speaking of keys, I promised some more giveaways. So as a thank you for sticking around, we're going to bring up the old key picker and get some more keys going. Don't worry, I have not forgot about our first winner, AYZ47. You'll get your key in just a moment. Kamikazation asks, what is in my hair? How dare you? It is the world's best costume, of course. How can you not tell by this high quality, big budget Boreal Shaman costume? Of course, you can see there's the ears. Beautiful. Virgo Pros, congratulations. You have won yourself a key that I will be sending you in just a moment. Write this down. I think we can do a few more. Let's roll it. Who's it gonna be? Might have gone too fast. Ready? Wonderful. And oh, so much anticipation. There's so many good names that are moving past here. Is that pumpkin mac and cheese? Retro Mastery, congratulations. You have won. I'm feeling generous. Let's grab 2 more. Ready? Who's it gonna be? I wish we had like some good waiting music. Sagarak. I can't pronounce your name, but you are a winner, so congratulations. And we are gonna grab 1 more. If you win, yes, you can give, if you win and you already have a key, give it to a friend, they can play with you. If you really don't want a key, reach out to me on the forums or on Discord if you would like, and I can throw you a Forge of Corruption key or 2 instead. All right, 1 more. Ready? Personally, I recommend giving it away to a friend because, of course, it is always more fun playing with friends. Night Shifty, so fantastic. All different people. And I will be sending those to you right now. So thank you for tuning in to our Survive by stream. You guys know what to do. Head over to the forums, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.